Hello students, in this video we are going to learn about Saddam Hussein, how helped to the Arabs. In the last video I told you about how the Islamic countries helped to Arabs in order to give Palestine completely for Arabs. So as the first attempt I told you, Egypt leader Nasser prepared Fidayeen, and then he announced nationalization of Suez Canal, and as the second attempt, Palestina leader PLO organizer, Palestina Liberation Organization founder Yasser Arafat kidnapped the sportspersons, and the PLO organization also attacked on Jewish. That also we explained you. As the third attempt, Saddam Hussein belonged to Iraq. Saddam Hussein came into power in the year of 1968 with the slogan of Arab nationalism and socialism. Arab nationalism and socialism are the slogans given by Saddam Hussein. And with the two slogans, Saddam Hussein became the leader of Iraq. But in Iraq only, Saddam Hussein ruled the people in an undemocratic way. Some people liked Saddam Hussein rule, but some of the Muslims rejected Saddam Hussein's undemocratic rule. So especially in Iraq, four types of people were there. They were Kurdu Muslims, Shia Muslims, Sheikhs and Sunnis. Kurdu Shia Muslims did not accept Saddam Hussein's rule, whereas Sheikh Sunni Muslims accepted. So the Kurdu Shia Muslims were anti to Saddam Hussein. Saddam Hussein appointed many spies in order to observe whether the people are accepting the rule or not. He had a keen observation on the people. Afterwards, what happened? Who the opposite persons to Saddam Hussein pointed out cleanly. So, under his observation, Shia Muslims, Kurdu Muslims were pointed out by Saddam Hussein. That's why a great number of Shia Muslims and Kurdu Muslims were killed by Saddam Hussein. So, why Saddam Hussein killed the Shia Muslims was a question. Saddam Hussein was demanded by the people in order to conduct elections, especially Shia Muslims, Kurdu Muslims demanded for elections and demanded for democracy. Already we told you about Arab Spring. Number of African countries, Arab countries got influence by democracy, by European countries, and because of influencing from European countries, they wanted to re-establish democracy in their country in place of dictatorialship and military government which was in Iraq. So, suppose elections were conducted in Iraq, it was no guarantee. Saddam Hussein also again will be elected as a leader. He had fear. So because of this internal fear about losing of his power, Saddam Hussein wanted to restore his power. So in order to restore his power, he wanted to kill the people belonging to Shia Muslims and Kurdu Muslims. That is why what happened here, Saddam Hussein killed a great number of Shia Muslims, Kurdu Muslims, and this news spread to the UNO. And the UNO appointed a commission in order to inquire on Saddam Hussein. Unluckily, UNO sent America as a representative. UNO sent America as a representative to Iraq. So, which country came to Iraq? American representatives came to Iraq as a representative of UNO. Already between Iraq and America, an internal war was going on. We have to discuss on this topic. Why a rivalry was going on between Iraq and America? America depended on Iraq for crude oil. It asked crude oil from Iraq, and Iraq President Saddam Hussein, who gave the slogan Arab nationalism, socialism. By the slogan we can understand Iraq Saddam Hussein was a supporter of socialism. That's why he rejected the proposal of capitalist country America. As soon as Saddam Hussein rejected the proposal of America supplying of crude oil, America increased enemy against Saddam Hussein. Actually, it had been waiting. America had been waiting to get a chance in order to suppress, in order to kill the Saddam Hussein. Because of a rivalry going on between Iraq and America on the issue of crude oil. So, Iraq rejected to supply crude oil to America. That's why already America had rivalry against Iraq. Luckily, America was only appointed by UNO as a representative and sent to Iraq. That's why on behalf of UNO, America was given responsibility in order to inquire about Iraqi Saddam Hussein. America went to Saddam Hussein, Iraq, and a war was continued. And in that war, America defeated the Iraqi soldiers, and ultimately America caught the Saddam Hussein, who was hid in a bunker. So, Iraqi Saddam Hussein was hidden in a bunker, and America successfully caught him and handed over to international court. International court completely inquired into the case, and it decided, it gave a judgment. Saddam Hussein was the main victim of the country who killed many persons of Muslims in his own country. That's why international court gave a death punishment to Saddam. In order to help to Arabs, some Islamic countries worked hard. Among those we have to learn about who helped to Arabs. Three leaders helped to Arabs. One was Nasser, the leader of Egypt, and one was PLO leader Yasser Arafat, and one was Saddam Hussein, the leader of Iraq. First, how Nasser played his important strategy, important role played by Nasser in order to support to Arabs. We know Nasser belonged to Egypt. Nasser established separately a suicide squad group. It was called as Fidayeen. So the suicide squad group prepared by Nasser was called Fidayeen. With the help of Fidayeen, Nasser attacked on Jewish, and many persons in the group of Fidayeen fought against Jewish. Jewish also fought against the Arabs. Again, two groups quarreled, and in this quarrel, still the issue was not ended, still the war was not ended. Many times the UNO appealed to announce a ceasefire. Actually, UNO wanted to divide Palestine into two parts. One part was itself called as Palestine, whereas the southern part was to be separated and called as Israel. It means UNO created a separate country for Jewish named Israel. And the proposal of dividing Palestine into two groups, one area Palestine, which has to be given to Arabs, and one area Israel, which area has to be given Jewish. This proposal was accepted to Arabs but rejected by Jewish. That's why Jewish wanted to take the total area of Palestine under their control. In order to take the total Palestine under their control, Jewish continued their fight. We have to see here, Nasser established the suicide squad called Fidayeen. The suicide squad Fidayeen. But by using the Fidayeen group also, he could not solve the problem. Afterwards, Nasser rose the issue of nationalization of Suez Canal. Actually, Suez Canal belonged to Egypt. During the British government, during the 19th century, this canal was sold by Egypt to the British country because Egypt had taken huge amount of loan from England, and Egypt did not repay the loan amount. That is why England demanded to repay the loan amount or hand over any property belonging to Egypt. That's why Egyptians handed over Suez Canal. Nothing but Suez Canal was sold by Egypt to England. So now Suez Canal belonged to England property. England developed the Suez Canal, and through the Suez Canal, how many Europeans, how many business people traveled through the canal? They had to pay huge amount of money to Britain. So Britain's activity made Egypt restless. That's why Egypt again wanted to occupy Suez Canal. And that's why Nasser developed a slogan of nationalization of Suez Canal. And by announcing war against England, ultimately Nasser nationalized Suez Canal. And by announcing the nationalization of Suez Canal, the Nasser's main idea, the main strategy was attracting all the countries' support. And then we have to see in the year of 1964, a separate political organization was established by the Arabs leader Yasser Arafat. Yasser Arafat established a separate organ called PLO, Palestine Liberation Organization. It was in 1964. Arafat established PLO in 1964. 1964 onwards, in the year of 1967, the preparations are completed. 1967 onwards, through PLO, Arafat attacked on Jewish. And though Jewish also faced the war, and they gave a strict resistance from the attacking of Arafat. When a strict opposition came from Jewish, Arafat again planned to occupy the Palestine and hand over it to Arabs. So he had a second plan, that was kidnapping of sports persons. In the year of 1972, at Munich, a place in Saudi Arabia, Olympics were conducted. In that Olympic Games, thousands of sports persons were attended. Among those, some important athletes, some important sports persons were kidnapped by Arafat. Arafat kidnapped the sports persons and demanded to announce Palestine only for Arabs. Jewish did not accept the proposal of Arafat. That's why Arafat killed the sports persons. And by this, Jewish also gave a counter to Arafat. In the year of 2004, Arafat was killed by giving poison in the food. So it was a suspected murder. It was a suspected murder. So Arafat was assassinated by giving poison food. And the remaining person, Saddam Hussein. And we are going to learn about Saddam Hussein in our next video. Thank you.